Your personal information is being sold online right now, not by hackers, but by data brokers, companies you've never heard of that collect your personal information and sell it. There are hundreds of these sites gathering your phone number, home address, your relatives' information, even your browsing activity, and once your data is out there, it spreads fast. That's why scam calls know your name. It's how strangers can look you up in seconds. And trying to remove your data yourself can take hours per site, with no guarantee it stays gone. Aura does it for you. They automatically find your information and send removal requests to over 200 data broker sites, then keep monitoring to make sure it stays gone, because your data can be relisted at any time. With Aura, you can even see where and when your data was found and removed. The longer your data stays out there, the more it spreads. Try Aura for free at aura.com/hidden. That's aura.com/hidden to try Aura for free.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Apologies for no show yesterday, but today we come back with an article, 4 top secret Instagram growth tips from Zach Benson, celebrity advisor to Jay-Z, Beyonce, and The Rock. This article starts off talking about imposter syndrome, which we all struggle with, I think, to a certain degree, which is when you ask yourself questions like, why would anyone invest in me? I don't look legit because I don't have as many followers as so-and-so. That could be anybody. Is it stopping you from moving forward in your business? Or even worse, is it preventing you from getting started? And I think that's a really important point. This article points out that we buy from people we like, know, and trust. So if you're in the public eye, you're going to be judged by the size of your platform and audience. The larger an audience you have, the more leverage you have for a book deal, publishing, distribution, premium pricing for whatever you're selling, and so on. But how do you grow? That's really the ultimate question. In this, he gives 4 answers that apply to Instagram. I'm going to explain what they mean and whether or not I think they're really actually relevant. First, he says using paid automated systems or bots will get you shut down almost immediately and you could lose your account. So don't just expect that you can pay for a bot and everything will work out fine. He also points out in this same number 1 tip that you can't just post and grow like you could in 2012, 2013, 2014. Obviously, it's very different in 2020 because the platform has become extremely saturated. Tip number 2, the only way to grow by thousands of followers per month is with shoutouts. Reach out to other influencers in your niche and ask them, hey, how much do you charge for a 24-hour post on your wall? He says the goal is to get an army of like-minded influencers to promote you and your content. When you get enough influencers promoting you in a short period of time, it hits the algorithm's boost due to the Explore page, and you can grow by thousands of followers per month. I'm just going to pause here and say first, I think this strategy can make sense if you coordinate it well enough, but it does take time and effort to figure out the best way to approach influencers with this request and figure out what the dollar amount is that makes sense for you to spend. It doesn't make sense to spend $10,000 on one post, but it might not make sense to only spend $10 for a post if the person doesn't really have that much influence in your sphere that you want to grow it. So I think you have to really plan that out if you're going to go ahead with that strategy. If you don't have money to spend, but you still want to grow organically, tip 3 is to use what he calls the repost strategy. He said that he grew his personal travel account from 0 to 70,000 followers without spending any money. He just reposted other people's beautiful travel content on his travel page, gave the original poster credit, and then used engagement groups and hashtags to boost it. Speaking of hashtags, he says here to use the right ones, and this is something I do agree with. Many people are using very generic hashtags that won't help you grow. So if you're in the real estate industry and use hashtag real estate, well, there's millions of posts on it. You're never going to get found. But if you use very, very specific hashtags, ones that are relevant to you and only have between 10 and 20,000 posts, you have a much greater chance of being seen. People aren't searching for those hashtags nearly as often, but the people who do are going to be very happy that they found your post. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.